So finally, we are going to start a mini project. And in this mini project, we are going to create library management system. And for this project, we are going to use object-oriented programming. In this management system, you can add book, you can delete book, you can link book, also you can return book. It's a completely terminal-based project. We don't want to use any graphical interface. And it's a very good project for a beginner to understand object-oriented programming. So without wasting your time, let's see some demonstration. So as you can see, we are in my Visual Studio Code Editor. After press run button, you can see in my terminal, it's print, welcome to National Library. And here you can see some menu options. Q for exit, display book, press capital D, link book, press capital L, return book, press capital R, add book using A, and delete book using DEL. And then it asks for user option. And here we use a while loop. So again and again, it's going to ask the option until we press capital key. At first, I want to display all the books. So I press capital D. And then I press enter. After press enter, as you can see, it print all the books name which is available in our library. With that, it print the index number of this book. Our first book name is Rich Dad Poor Dad. The second book is Think and Grow Rich. And the third book is The 5-Second Rule. And last one is The Alchemist. After display all the book names, once again it asks for option. But this time I want to link a book. So I press capital N. After press enter, as you can see, it asks which book do you want to link. And I want to link the 5-Second Rule book. So I copy the name and provide in our input section. Then I hit enter and it asks enter your name. And here I'm going to provide the username, add1mage. After press enter, once again it asks for option. Now let's try to link the same book. So I type capital L. Then it asks which book do you want to link. And I want to link the same book again. Then it asks enter your name. But this time I want to change the username, Smith. After press enter, as you can see, it's written a message. Sorry, this book is linked by add1mage. So we cannot link a book which is already taken. If add1 return the book, then we can take it. So once again I type capital D to display all the books. And now I want to add a new book to our library. That's why I type capital A. Then it asks enter book name. And the book name is Wings of Fire. And if I type capital D, as you can see, it adds a new book to our library. Now we have total 5 books in our library. And now we will see how can we delete a book from our library. For that, we need to type capital DEL. After press enter, as you can see, it asks enter password. And our password is 123456. And then it asks enter the book name which you want to delete. And I want to delete Think and Grow Rich book. After press enter, let's see how many books we have in our library. And now you can see we have only 4 books in our library. And we successfully delete Think and Grow Rich book from our library. Now let's return the book which add1 took from the library. So I type capital R. Then our program asks which book do you want to return. And I want to return the 5-Second Rule. Then we need to provide the username, add1mage. Now again the book is available for link. Now anyone can link this book. I hope you like this mini project. It's a very good project for a beginner to understand object-oriented programming. Here we are going to cover all the concepts of object-oriented programming. Polymorphism, classes, objects, etc. So this is it. Stay tuned for this solution. So finally, as you can see, we are in my Visual Studio Code Editor. At first, we are going to create a class named library. But first, I create a comment creating class for library. So let's create the class, and our class name is library. And inside the library class, I'm going to create a init constructor. So here I'm going to type def underscore init underscore. Inside the round braces, our first parameter is self. And in our second parameter, I'm going to pass all the book names. So here I'm going to pass list of books, comma, and in our third parameter, I'm going to pass the library name. And inside the init constructor, I'm going to create 2 variables because we need to assign the argument with the variables. So here I'm going to type self dot list of book equal to list of books. Here I use same variable name match with parameter. Our next variable name is library name. Self dot library name equal to library name. And now we need to create a blank dictionary to store all the book name and the username. I want to say if someone linked a book from this library, then we need to store the author name and the book name to this dictionary. So here I create a variable self.learnData equal to curly braces. It's a blank dictionary. And then I'm going to create some class method. Our first class method name is displayBook. And it takes self as an argument. And inside this method, for now, I'm going to type pass. And then I'm going to create another class method. So I duplicate this line and replace displayBook with LearnedBook. Our next class method name is returnBook. So I duplicate this line and replace the name returnBook. And next, I'm going to create method for addBook. And our last function name is deleteBook. So I create all the necessary functions name that is used to handle our online library system. And if you remember the polymorphism chapter, this is the good example of polymorphism. According to the user input, our class going to run the particular function. Here I just create a one class. But according to the input key, it's going to return the result. A user can display book, a user can learn book, return book, add book. Also user can delete book from the library. So this is it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we are going to create the main function. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned. Welcome back guys. This is the second part of this project. And in this section, we are going to create the main function. So let's start it. At first, I'm going to create a comment creating function. And our function name is main. So I'm going to type def main. Then inside the round braces, for now I don't want to pass any parameter. Then inside the function, I'm going to create two variables, list of books and library name. And I already created the variable in our another file, so I'm going to copy and paste here. This variable data type is list of books. And inside the square braces, we have total 4 books, Java, PHP, Python and JavaScript. I know these are all programming languages. But for now, assume that these are all book names. And then I'm going to create another variable, which is a string. And our variable name is library name. Library name equal to National Library. So we have list of book and library name. So we are able to create the object using the class name. And our object name is my library. So I'm going to type my library equal to, and to create this object, I'm going to call library class. So I copy the class name and I paste it here. And as you know, to create this object, we need to pass total 2 parameters because our constructor take 2 arguments, list of book and library name. And we already have this variable in our function. So at first, I'm going to pass list of books. And in our second parameter, I'm going to pass the library name. So we successfully create an object using this class name, library. And now we need to create a menu system that user can access all the library options. And to create the menu, I'm going to type a print statement. So I'm going to just copy and paste it here. So as you can see in this print statement, in our first line, it's going to print welcome to National Library. Then \n for new line. Then capital Q for exit. Display book, press capital D. Linked book, press capital L. And if user want to return book, then press capital R. And if someone add a book to this library, in that case, they need to press capital A. And if you want to delete book from this library, in that case, you need to press capital DEL. And now we need to call this function. So here I want to type if __name __ equal to main. Then inside this if condition, I'm going to call the function main. Now you might think why we need to use if name equal to main function. Because our function is not imported from another file or a module. Because it is used to execute some code only if the file was run directly, not imported. Our function is not imported from any module or another file. We create our main function in this file. If you already knowledge about basic Python, otherwise little advanced Python, then I hope you already familiar with that. Now let's run the code in this terminal and see our menu section work properly or not. After run this code, as you can see in my terminal, first it print the library name. Welcome to National Library. In the next line, it print capital Q for exit. Then it print display book, press capital D. Link book, press capital L. Return book using capital R. Add book using capital A. And if you want to delete book, then press capital DEL. So our menu options work fine. So this is it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we are going to take user inputs. Also, we are going to work with our first 2 menu option, Q for exit and display book capital D. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial. Good to see you back guys. In this tutorial, we are going to create two menu options. First, we are going to working with exit option, and then we are going to working with display book option. As you can see in the introduction of this tutorial, after press capital Q, it quit our program. And after press capital D, it display all the book names available in the library. So at first, we are going to work on Q command. So here I'm going to use a while loop to ask the query again and again. So here I'm going to type while, and inside this while loop, I'm going to take user input, and I'm going to store this input in a variable. So here I'm going to type underscore input equal to input, and inside the round braces, here I'm going to type a string. Inside the double quotes, option, semicolon. Next, I'm going to print a separator sign. Otherwise, it's going to mess up with other options. So here I'm going to type print dash 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 sign. And now I'm going to use if condition. If underscore input equal to capital Q, then inside the if condition, exit equal to true. It means it's going to end the while loop. And by default, outside the while loop, I'm going to set exit value false. Exit equal to false. So whenever user press capital Q command, in that case, it's going to end the loop. And this is how we can exit from our program. And also we need to mention it inside the while loop. Exit is not true. Inside the while loop, first it's going to take input from the user. And after take the user input, it's going to check with this condition. If the user input is Q, then exit variable become false and it's going to end the program. So let's save the file and run the code. Is it work properly or not? So after run this code, you can see in my terminal, it asks for option. And here I'm going to pass capital Q. After pass capital Q, if I press enter, as you can see, it's exit our code. As you can see, it's end our program. So we successfully create program for exit command. Now let's do some work for display book command. So here I'm going to type elif underscore input equal to capital D. Then inside the elif condition, here I'm going to call a function from our class. And to access the function from the class, we need to use the object. So here I'm going to type the object name, and our object name is myLibrary. myLibrary dot display book. I'm going to call display book function from our class. Now, if I save this file and run this code and press capital D, it's not going to work because in our class, our function is completely empty. As you can see in my function, for now, just we have typed pass. So we need to fill with the function some line of code to display all the book names. So inside the function, I'm going to use for in loop. So I'm going to type for index, comma, books in enumerate inside the round braces self dot list of books. Here we want to print book name with index number. Then inside this loop, I'm going to print index and book name. So I'm going to use a print statement. Print inside the round braces, here I'm going to use f string. Then inside the curly braces, index greater than sign, inside the curly braces, books. Now you might have question why we use enumerate function here. It's convert data collection object into an enumerate object because it is very easier to access. Enumerate return an object that contains a counter as a key for each value within an object. This is not the part of this tutorial. Now let's save the file and run this code. And now I'm going to press capital D. And after press capital D, as you can see, it's print all the book names with the index number. At our 0 index, we have Java, then PHP, Python, JavaScript. So I successfully create function for display book. And as you can see, again it asks for option because here we use while loop. And if you want to exit the program, you need to press capital Q. So after press capital Q and press enter, as you can see, it ends our program. So this is it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we are going to work on link book and return book function. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned. Hello guys, good to see you back. Again, I am back with a new tutorial related to this project. And in this tutorial, we are going to create link book function. So in this function with self, I am going to take two other parameters. Our first parameter is book name. So I'm going to type book underscore name. And our second parameter name is author name underscore name. Then inside this function, I'm going to use if condition. So at first, I'm going to remove pass. Then I'm going to type if book name in self dot list of book. Self dot list of books. Then inside the if condition, I'm going to do something. So for now, I'm going to type pass. Then in our else section, else inside the else condition, I'm going to type a print statement. Print. Inside this print statement, I'm going to type, you have written wrong book name. If the book name is not available in list of books, it means the book is not available in the library. In that case, it's going to print the else statement. You have written wrong book name. But if the book is available to this library, means list of books, then we need to assign the book to the author name. For that, inside this if condition, I'm going to use another if condition. So I will type if self dot link data, inside the square braces, we need to pass the book name. Book name is none. Then inside this if condition, I'm going to type self dot link data inside the square braces, book name equal to this author name. Author name. Now the question is, what is the meaning of this two line? As you can see, there is an empty list. Here you can see a dictionary named link data, and it's an empty dictionary. If any of book is not exist to this dictionary, then assign this book to this author name. I want to say, if the book is not linked, then assign this book to this author name. But what if someone already take the book? For that, we need to create the else part. So here I'm going to type else. Inside the else condition, I'm going to type a print statement. Print. And inside this print statement, at first I'm going to use a f string. Then inside the double quotes, here I'm going to type, sorry, this book is linked by, inside the curly braces, the author name who already take the book. So we need to type self dot link data inside the curly braces book name. And now we need to take the book name from the user and the author name from the user. So let's jump into the main function. And here I'm going to create another elif condition for link book. So I'm going to type elif underscore input equal to inside the double quotes capital L. Then inside the elif condition, I'm going to take user input. Here I'm going to take book name. So our variable name is book name. Book underscore name equal to input. And inside the round braces and inside the double quotes, I'm going to type which book do you want to link. With that, I'm going to create another variable for author name. So I'm going to type author name. Author underscore name equal to input. Then inside the round braces, inside the double quotes, I'm going to type enter your name. And now we need to call the link book function from library class. And as you can see in my function, here I need to pass total two parameters, book name and author name. That's why I create these two variables, book name and author name. And to access this class, here we need to use the object name, my library. My library dot our function name, link book. Then inside the round braces, here we need to pass total two arguments, book name and author name. So I pass name. And as second argument, we need to pass author name. Author name. If someone want to link a book, then they need to pass the book name and the username. Then link function going to check this book is available to this library or not. If the book is available, then it's going to store the book name and the author name to this blank dictionary. But if the book is already linked by someone, then it's going to print this else statement. Sorry, this book is linked by the book name and the author name. But if you pass wrong book name, in that case, it's going to run this else statement. You have written wrong book name. So before I run this code, we need to clarify that when the author try to link the book is already exist to this dictionary or not. For that, we need to use a for loop here. So I'm going to type for books in self dot list of books. Then inside the for loop, I'm going to type self dot link data inside the square braces books. And now we need to assign this value with none. So I'm going to type none here. None's mean no author have linked this book. So I write a comment. None's mean no author have linked this book. Now we can add the link book to this blank dictionary with the author name. So let's save the file and run the code. At first, I'm going to type capital D. After press capital D, as you can see, it shows all the book names. So from this library, I want to link Python book. To link book, we need to press capital L. After press capital L, I'm going to press enter. After enter, here we need to pass the book name. So I'm going to type Python. After Python, I'm going to press enter. Then it asks enter your name. Means we need to pass the username. And the username is add1. So I successfully linked the book and it add the book to this empty dictionary. If I try to link the same book again, let's see what happened. So I'm going to press capital L. And again I'm going to link the same book, Python. Enter. And again it asks enter your name. But this time I want to pass Smith. After press enter, as you can see, this book is linked by add1. Because after link this book, it add the book to this dictionary, link data. That's why it's print this else statement. This book is linked by the username, add1. But what if I pass a wrong book name which is not available in this dictionary, in this library? So again I'm going to press capital L. And then I'm going to pass a book name which is not available in this library. And the book name is hello. After press enter, as you can see, it asks for name. And this time I'm going to type Ravi. After press enter, as you can see, it written a message. You have written wrong book name. So this is how we can link book from our library. In the next tutorial, we are going to learn how we can return book. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial. Good to see you back, guys. Again, I'm back with a new tutorial related to this project. And in this tutorial, we are going to learn how we can return book. So at first, I'm going to create another elif condition. So I want to duplicate this line and I want to replace L with capital R. If underscore input equal to capital R, and then at first I'm going to take book name and author name from the user. With that, I want to change the input string. So I'm going to replace lead with return. And now we need to understand if anyone linked a book from our library, then what happened? As you can see in our link function, after linked a book, we set the author name to our dictionary. And our dictionary name is link data. And you can see the dictionary here. Link data. It's a blank dictionary. Now, let's print the dictionary after link the book and before link the book. So, here I'm going to type inside this if condition, print statement. Print, inside the round braces, I'm going to type self dot our dictionary name, which is link data. And I'm going to copy this line and I'm going to paste it after assign the author name. So let's save the code and try to link a book from our library. So after run this code, I'm going to press capital D. As you can see, we have total 4 books in our library. And from our library, I want to link PHP. To link a book, we need to run L command, capital L. As you can see, now it asks which book do you want to link. I want to link PHP. Then we need to pass the username. And the username is add1. After press enter, now you can see, we have total 2 print statement. In our first print statement, it print the dictionary before link the book. And in our second print statement, it print the dictionary after link the book. Here you can see before link the book, we set all the book value none. As you can see, PHP value is none. But after link the book, here you can see PHP value is username add1. It's mean we assign this book to this username add1. That's why if someone try to link the same book PHP, they can't. Let me show you. So again, I'm going to type L command, link. And this time, I want to link PHP. But this time, I am going to pass a different username, Arnav. After press enter, now you can see it's written, sorry, this book is linked by add1. Why it's written add1? Because in our linked data dictionary, we set the value of PHP book is add1. Now, if add1 return the PHP book to this library, then someone else can link the book. For that, again we need to make the PHP value none. So let's see how we can do it. So now, let's back to the return book function. Return book. And this function take total 2 parameters, book name and author name. Then I'm going to remove pass, and here I'm going to use if condition. If book name in self.list of books, self.list of books, then inside the if condition, for now I'm going to type pass. And in our else part, I'm going to type a statement. Here I'm going to type a print statement. You have written wrong book name. It's mean if the book is not exist in our library, then it's going to print this statement. You have written wrong book name. Then inside this if condition, I'm going to use another if condition. And here I'm going to type if self.link data inside the square braces book name is not none, and here I'm going to use the operator and, because I'm going to check total 2 condition. In our first condition, I mentioned if the author name is available to this particular book. That's why I use is not none. Then after AND operator, I'm going to type our second condition, and this is our second condition. In our second condition, I match the author name with the exact author name. This condition means suppose add1 link the book, but someone else tried to return the book to this library, they can't. Only add1 can return the book. That's why here I pass author name. And now I'm going to move this condition inside round braces. Then inside the if condition, I'm going to type, here I'm going to type self.link data book name equal to none. It's mean if the book name and author name match with the condition, then again set the book value none. With that, also we need to handle the else part. So I'm going to type else. Inside the else condition, I want to print a statement. Here I'm going to type print. Inside the round braces, sorry, this book is linked. So we almost create our return book function. But I want to print a successful message after return the book. So inside the if condition, here I'm going to pass a print statement. Print return successful. With that, I want to print link data dictionary. This is the dictionary. Print self.link data. So we almost done. But before I save this file, we need to call this function in our main function. So I'm going to copy the function name return book. So and let's back to the main function and elif condition. Here you can see after run the R command, we need to call return book function, not link book function. And I'm going to save this file. And I'm going to run this code. As you can see in my terminal, it asks for the option. At first, I want to display all the books. So I press capital D. And now I want to link the Java from this library. So here I'm going to pass capital L for link book. Which book do you want to link? Java. Then I press enter. Now we need to pass the username. And the username is Arnav. Then I press enter. Now you can see in my terminal, it print 2 print statement. In our first print statement, it print link data dictionary before assigning the book to the Arnav. That's why book value is none. But after assign this book, now you can see this book value become Arnav. And all other books value is none. It means if someone try to link the book, they can't because it's already taken. But if Arnav return the book to this library, then someone else can. So Arnav decide to return the book, but not by himself. He sent someone else. So I'm going to press capital R to return book. Which book do you want to return? I want to return Java. Then it asks for username, but now I'm going to pass wrong username, add1. After press enter, as you can see, sorry, this book is linked. Now you might confuse why it print this statement. If I show you my function, as you can see, here we set total 2 conditions. Our first condition match with book name because here I pass Java. But our second condition do not match with the author name because here I pass add1, not Arnab. If I pass Arnab, then it match with it. That's why it print the else part. Sorry, this book is linked. And now Arnab tried to return the book by himself. That's why Arnab press capital R. Which book do you want to return? And the book name is Java. Enter your name, Arnab. After press enter, as you can see, first it print return successful. Then it print the linked data dictionary. And here you can see again Java value become none. It means someone else can link the book from this library now. So let's link the same book from this library. So if I press capital L, which book do you want to link? I want to link Java. Enter username. Enter your name. And I'm going to type Ravi. And then I press enter. As you can see, now this book is assigned to Ravi. So we successfully create the return menu option. I hope you enjoy it. At the next tutorial, we are going to work with add book menu option and delete book menu option. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial. Good to see you back, guys. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how we can add a new book to our library. For that, we need to create another elif condition. So here I'm going to type else if underscore input equal to and our command name is A, capital A. Then inside the elif condition, first I'm going to take book name. So first I'm going to copy this variable and I'm going to paste it here. And here I'm going to type which book do you want to add. Now let's jump into in our class. And here I'm going to create our function add book. Basically, this function take only one argument, book name, book underscore name. To add a book in our list, we need to append the book name in our variable, and our variable name is list of books. Here you can see the variable name, list of books. So here I'm going to type self dot list of books dot append function. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to pass the argument name, which is book name. That's it. With that, also we need to verify it. Is this book is available in our linked data list or not? For that, we need to type self dot linked data inside the square braces book name equal to none. It means after append the book in our list, also we need to provide none value in our linked data dictionary. If we do not set none value, it's going to assume that this book is linked by someone. Then our program not work perfectly. Now save this file and I'm going to call this function in our main function. So I copy the function name and here I'm going to type my library or object name dot add book function. Add book. Then inside the round braces, we need to pass the book name, this variable. Now let's save the file and run this code and see is it work properly or not. So at first I'm going to display all the books. So I press capital D. With that, now I want to add a new book to this library. So I'm going to press capital A. Here it asks which book do you want to add. I want to add C++. Then I press enter. And now I'm going to display all the books. So I press capital D again. Now you can see in our library it add a new book C++. So we successfully add a new book to our library. So this is it for this tutorial. In our next tutorial, we are going to learn how we can delete books. Good to see you back, guys. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how we can delete books from our library. Also, we are going to add a secret key system that without knowing the secret key, no one can delete the book. So at first, let's create this secret key. So here, I'm going to create this secret key. So I create a variable secret name secret key underscore key equal to, and our secret key is 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can add your own secret key. This is up to you. Then I'm going to save this file. And now I'm going back to the main function. And here I'm going to duplicate this section, elif condition. And then I'm going to change the input name. If user press capital DEL, it means it's going to trigger the delete command. At first, inside the elif condition, I'm going to take password from the user. So here I'm going to create a variable named password equal to int inside the round braces input function input, and here I'm going to type enter password. And now I'm going to verify the password with secret key. For that, here I'm going to type if condition. If inside the if condition secret key equal to password, then inside the if condition I'm going to take book name from the user, which book user want to delete. So here I'm going to type a variable name book name equal to input, and here I'm going to type enter book name. Book name. Name. With that, also I'm going to call the function delete book. So I'm going to type our object name myLibrary dot delete book. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to pass the parameter name, which is book name. Book name. So now let's back to the class and create the function. With self, I'm going to pass another parameter, which is book name. Book underscore name. And inside the function, to delete the book, I'm going to use remove function. Self dot list of books dot remove. Then inside the round braces, book name. With that, also we need to delete the book name from lin data. So here I'm going to type self dot lin data dot pop function. It's going to delete the book from the dictionary. Then inside the round braces, we're going to pass the book name. Book name, and I'm going to save this file. After save this file, I'm going to run the command. At first, I'm going to display all the books. As you can see, we have total 4 books in our dictionary. And from this dictionary, I want to delete PHP book. For that, we need to run del command. So I'm going to type del. So here, I'm going to type del. After press del, it asks enter password. We need the secret key to delete a book. So our password is 123456, and I'm going to press enter. Then it asks enter book name, and here I'm going to type PHP. After press enter, it deletes our book from our list, from our library. If I press capital D to display all the books name and press enter, now you can see we have only 3 books in our library: Java, Python and JavaScript. We successfully delete PHP book from our library. So this is how we can create delete book function. I hope now it's clear for you and enjoy the project. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more projects.